So you have an awesome idea, you think it's great, you want to go get a patent for it. But can you? Hi, this is Will. Welcome to the InnovAU channel. I create videos that aim to educate and inspire people to get out there and invent, innovate, and create your ideas into reality. Now, when you go to patent something, it really depends on where in the world you are and the legislation for that part of the world. So say you're in Australia, you'd need to look at the Australian legislation in regards to patenting. Same with the US, same with the UK, same with anywhere. But it can boil down to four sort of general areas of patentability. Now these are and include, is it new and is it non-obvious? Is it compliant with statutory requirements? And is it useful? So the idea behind is it new is to kind of cover so that you don't patent something which has been patented before. And also so that you don't patent something which has been in common use for years and years and years. But even in this regard, you don't have to come up with something that is completely new. You can have a novel improvement on a design, something that involves an inventive step. Something which involves not just putting together other things, but involves an inventive step. Now, this being said, you can't just patent something which someone else has done before. You can't just change the color of something and expect to patent it. You can't just make an aesthetic change and expect to patent it. This isn't an inventive step, this is just changing the color. It's pretty low level. You do need to have an inventive step, something which is non-obvious, something which is new. And so this leads on to the idea of prior art. People were disputing the whole idea of the iPad based on prior art, where in the movie 2001: A Space Odyssey, it shows people sitting at a console with what looks like an iPad, and they're tapping away on it. So what I'm saying is, you will find it quite hard to patent something which has been already, or which has been described already in the past in some way. Now, another massive boundary to being able to patent something is, has it already, or something which is significantly similar, been patented already in the past by someone else? Now, how do you find this out? You're going to have to do a search. Now, you can do a patent search in many different ways. Probably the most common one, and one of the easiest sort of ways that you can do it, is to do a Google patent search. If you look up in Google patents, it'll take you to an area of Google that is specifically about patents. And it also shows diagrams, drawings, descriptions, and all of the claims associated with these patents. It's an excellent tool for being able to look at what has been patented in the past and by who. So something you need to watch out for when looking at these patents in Google Patents or the USPTO is the claims on those patents. With your design may not be patentable for some claims, but may be patentable for other claims. You just may not be able to get a full patent on the full design, but you could cover certain areas of it. Now, this will again come with its own problems. You need to watch out because your design may be covered not just from a single patent, but from multiple patents, from claims across multiple patents. So you need to look for which parts of your design have already been made and try and break it down into smaller bits. Which of those smaller bits have already been in use and are already patented? Something else you need to look out for is your design actually patentable? Is it a thing? Is it a physical sort of design that isn't hypothetical, something that can actually be made? If your design doesn't fit within the statutory requirements for a patent, you're not going to get a patent. And this means you can't get patents for things which have other protections, such as design law. You can't patent the design of something, the physical look of something. You can't patent a piece of music. That's covered under copyright. You can't patent a film. That's also covered under copyright. You can't patent a word or a picture and that sort of thing. Those can be covered under trademarks. other intellectual property covers those intellectual properties. You can't necessarily patent everything. So make sure before you go for a patent that what you're trying to patent is patentable. And then lastly, you need to make sure that what you're trying to get a patent for is actually useful in some way. Now, this doesn't apply to many things. Most things can be used in some way, but you can't patent something which is hypothetical. No perpetual motion machines or anything like that. Something which can't be done, or that you can't show that can be done, can't be patented. Now, once you've covered off all these areas, you've checked that it's new, it's not obvious, that it's within the statutory requirements, and that it is actually a useful design, you can by all means go for your patent. Getting a patent isn't an easy task. It's a bit of a slog, it's a bit of an uphill battle, but if you persist, you will get there. If you have any comments or thoughts about the idea of getting a patent and what would constitute as being able to get a patent, leave a comment in the comments section below. Hit that like button, and if you'd like to see more videos that aim to educate and inspire people to get out there and invent, innovate, and create ideas into reality, hit that subscribe button as well. Thanks for watching. It has been awesome talking with you. I hope you have a great day or night or whatever time it is where you are, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheerio!